sports series. We're talking of Ababu Namwamba, so happy, and also talking of the preparations that may come along during that 2027. We're talking of the stadia that are going to be improved. They talked of the Nyayo Stadium and the Kasarani. Credibility and the authenticity of the IEBC is being questioned, because if you see like some of the committee members are coming and also not attending, also something that has raised eyebrows and a lot of reaction is about the petroleum products that is highly expensive in Kenya relatively as compared to other East African countries, the Tanzania and welcome again. This is Maru TV, a home of entertainment. It is your host again, Job Kahi. We are going to talk about many things. It's a home where a lot of so many things are being discussed. So today we are focusing on the status of the economy and also the Kenyan politics, and it's going to be dubbed "Which Way Now?" As you've seen in the news, we have one that being for contesting and also hosting the Afcon 2027. What are the benefits that are gonna come along? And also matters apart from that, we are harvesting season. Is where Kenya farmers are harvesting, and also so many things. We are talking of the National Dialogue Committee and so on and so on. So it's the bid that was won yesterday. Where you see the sports. I'm talking of Ababu Namwamba, so happy, and also talking of the preparations that may come along during that 2027. We're talking of the stadia that are going to be improved. The Nyayo Stadium and the Kasarani Stadium. I don't know if maybe other stadiums will also come along depending on the various games that will be held. We're also talking of the Tanzania and the Uganda. Also, they also have that a privilege to host those Afcon matches. So, which way now? Which way now? We're talking of the tax regime. The tax regime that has caused a lot of chaos and so on and so on. So this 2027 is going to be hosted here in East Africa, Kenya, and also Uganda and Tanzania. So many things have emanated back here home in Kenya, where people are asking, will there be the 2027 general elections, or what have you, and so on and so on. We're also talking of the tourism sector. You heard of the governor of Mombasa saying that they will be boosted in matters of tourism. So many people will be coming and watching these games, and also the recreational activities, and also the creation of jobs when these stadia are being constructed. The engineers and those other people, and the jobs creation to the youth. People will get a lot of job, and also people will not be idle, people will be watching. We also talk of the young talents that are being seen in the KPL and the NSL. They also get this chance to explore their talents this coming 2027 AFCON match. Apart from that, we're also talking of the National Dialogue Committee, where so many things have been discussed. We have the people like from the Sabaot region, they want their county, and so on and so on. We have also the matters to do with the IBC, whereby so many things have been raised. The Cherera for, they distance themselves from the Chebukati, and also Chebukati had so many issues that also didn't also attend that meeting that the National Dialogue Committee was holding there at Bomas. So the credibility and the authenticity of the IEBC is being questioned, because if you see like some of the committee members are coming and also not attending, and we have so many differences. It raises question of the 2027 general election, which way now. So apart from that, we are talking of the planting season. The planting season, whereby the farmers are complaining of so many things. Farmers are complaining of the cost of production. You know, uh, they have really spent on their farms. You know, but the president said they gave about the subsidy of fertilizers. But now the farmers are saying the cost of transportation, cost of planting, you know, these tractors and also whatever they're using to plant, they use fuel, and you know, fuel is now at 18% VAT. You can imagine, which is retailing at around 213, 213, 211, 213 throughout the country. So which way now? If there's that cost of production, will the farmers benefit, or will they get back to their farms and be happy with their produce? You know, so many things have been happened, and which way now? So many things have emanated, you know, and also matters to do with the tax regime. You know, people are talking of the tax regime, whereby there is no the cost of living is still rising day in and day out. You are talking of 2.75% that is going to be deducted by the social health insurance funds. What of those NHIF workers? Are they going to retain their jobs, or what is going to happen? Are they gonna create a lot of jobs? Are they uh, going to be singled out as NHIF or social health insurance fund? So these things have emanated, and a lot of things have been asked, and so on and so on. So which way? Which way? So something that has raised eyebrows and a lot of reaction is about the petroleum products that is highly expensive in Kenya, relatively as compared to other East African countries, the Tanzania and Uganda. Uganda, they are retailing at around 100 and I think 190 shillings there, and Kenya is at Kenya is at 211 to 213 across the nation, while in Tanzania it's around 180 Kenya shilling. So we are wondering, why is fuel in Kenya very expensive compared to fuel in these other East African countries, and it's purported that this fuel goes through Kenya to these countries. You have cases of motorists, normally the truck drivers in these border stations and the border. They are going even to Namanga to fetch that fuel, at least to lower that cost of fuel for their journey and their operation in their country, Kenya. So I don't know. It's like in a couple of months ago, we had the 35 billion Kenyan shillings being paid to the Gulf nation. We're talking of the Saudi Arabia. Is it about of cushioning the Kenyan, or what is it? Because we had the CS talking of the lowering of the petroleum products. So we are waiting on the government, giving them time. We see what they'll do this coming October on the fuel taxes. And also there's a rise of crime. Crime has been on the rise. You're talking of the recent case being that of Michael, that national, the Nairobi Treasury personnel who was butchered. We are talking of 25 stab wounds on the chest by the alleged or suspected lover. That the case is going on, and also we had that case of the saloonist who disappeared and never to be seen again, only to be seen when she's dead. When that name was Mwende, there, you know, is it because of the lack of jobs, or what is happening in this Kenyan economy. So we are only giving they said of 1,000, they said of 100 days in office. Now it's 1 year in office, but things are still on the verge of collapsing. So which way now? The talk of the creation of jobs, so many youth are lacking of jobs. We heard that recruitment that happened in the KDF recruitment that happened in Embakasi. So they only needed around 350 personnel workers or these Kenyan youth, but people who flocked there were about 4,000 to 5,000 people. It showcases that there's a lot of unemployment among the youth. So it's really painful. Like we have to, some of the youth are rendering to going to, we are talking of crime. There's a lot of crime that has happened, and it's not well. And okay, we've seen even Sakaja there in Nairobi. He has organized a lot of, you have the Sakaja Super Cup coming. He said that it will at least divert the youth attention from joblessness and unemployment and crime, to be specific, around Nairobi and its environment. It's also paying in for the Nairobi residents, because we are talking of the impulse of taxes to the mama mboga, and those people who are the daily vendors. You have the parking fees that are going to be increased by a lot of percentage. We have also charges for the motorists. The matatu people are also adding fare on and on, uh, due to the rising petroleum products. Well, we are saying that we give the government, it's been a lot of mayhem here and there, but we don't know. Maybe there's some good things that are coming along in the near future. So we'll be talking a lot of things. It's you, me again, Kifaro TV is happy that you are there, watching, liking, subscribing, share worldwide, comment also. I'm happy that you are following up. Till we meet again, Job Kahi, your host, Kifaro. Love you so much. Bye bye. Adios.